Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant, and in this video, we will do a sample income tax return filing and computation for those who are selling doon sa TikTok shop. So this is for the TikTok shop sellers and availing ng 8% because 8% naman yung pinakamadaling tax regime or tax type na pwede natin i-avail because of the ease of the computation. Plain and simple na computation lang based on your gross sales din yung 8% nun that is your income tax due. And wala na tayong iisipin ng mga expenses pa because with the 8% hindi na natin kailangan ng mga expenses because we have this allowable na reduction of 250,000 naman if you are your business or practice of fashion. But in our example for today, TikTok shop seller tayo. So, tatlong data yung kailangan natin if you would want to submit na yung annual income tax return nyo. And by the way, yung deadline is ngayong April 15 na. And you can use the form, EBIR form, online lang to. You can use the 1701A for the 8% and the optional standard deduction. So, yung kailangan natin ng mga data is, of course, yung sales natin. Ayan, so you can generate the sales report and may instructions dyan. I'm sure if you are selling na doon sa TikTok shops niyo, I'm sure you know how to generate this report. You just have to go to TikTok Seller Center, sa finance, transactions, and then may click export icon doon. And then yung calendar icon, i-click nyo. And then you have to select the dates. So I suggest monthly yung ating pipiliin, like January 1 to 31, so that mas madali natin makukuha yung data natin. Monthly na lang because 90 days lang yung maximum ng ating dates for the sales report. So, yun, every month mag-generate kayo so that mas madali yung ating pag-compute ng ating and pag-submit na din ng ating income tax returns. And then second is yung 2307 if hindi kayo nag-avail nung hindi kayo nakapag-submit nung sworn declaration, yung na-mention natin for the online sellers. So kakaltasan kayo ni TikTok ng creditable withholding tax naman yun. So it's like an advance payment na din. So kailangan nyo i-generate yung 2307 so that alam nyo kung magkano ba yung withhold ni TikTok. And yun magagamit nyo yun sa payment. So mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo using the EBIR form. So part yun, actually yung 2307, part yun ng payments and credits. So ima-minus natin yun if ever may mga tax due tayo. So ayan, to download your 2307, go to TikTok Seller Center and then Finance. And then sa Invoice Center yun, may tab doon na BIR form, 2307, and then yun, i-download nyo yung mga 2307. Per quarter si TikTok magbigay ng 2307. So ibig sabihin, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. So ayan. And then lastly, if may mga payments kayo sa previous ninyo na mga quarter sa first, second, and third, ayun, i-prepare na din ninyo so that alam nyo because we will need that sa ating income tax return computation and then sa form na din, sa filling out ng form, kailangan kasi yung data nung previous na quarters na payments. So, proof of payment yung ating pinaka support dito. So that alam natin magkano yung binayad natin ng first quarter, second quarter, and the third quarter. So, ayan. So, ito, papakita ko sa inyo yung mga na-generate natin na sales report from the TikTok. Ayan. January, ayan, yan, ito ni nag-generate na tayo, I mean, from January, ayan, kita nyo, hanggang December. Ayan, January hanggang December. So yung pinaka-important na talaga na data dito is itong total revenue. Ayan, hinighlight ko na yan. Total revenue. Ayan, this is for the January, February, and the March na din. Ayan. Total revenue, yan na yung inyong gross sales less if ever may mga sales returns, allowances, and discounts. Because sa computation ng ating 8%, yung basis yan is the net sales actually. Gross sales, if ever may mga sales returns, allowances, and discounts kayo, pwede nyo i-deduct yun. So, mas pinadali na dito sa TikTok shop because all you need to look for itong total revenue na figures. So, mag-sample tayo January, February, March, and then hanggang December yung gagawin natin. So, you have to fill out itong sales summary na blank na template. Actually, you can download ito. I-share ko lang din to sa ating website, www.pinoyaccountant.com/download. You can download or may mga free templates tayo doon. So, yung gagawin natin, yung sales na data, kailangan natin yan. So, sa keyboard niyo type yung equal sign. Ayan, equal sign. And then, punta kayo dito sa tab, kung saan nyo yung sales data natin, I mean, ayan, i-click nyo yung tab na January, and then i-click nyo, ayan, total revenue, and then click nyo yung enter. Ayan, so automatic yung nakalink yung figure. So that ano, yung tamang figure yung makukuha natin. And for the Feb, ayan, ganun din, equal sign, and then click nyo yung tab for the Feb, and total revenue. Click nyo, and then enter. And then same with March. So yun yung gagawin natin, March. Punta kayo dito sa tab ng March. Ayan, and then total revenue, i-click niyo and then enter. So ayan, so may figure na tayo for the first quarter, January, February, March. Yung total natin is 94,910.92. So yung gagawin natin for April, May, and June, ganun din, i-click ninyo, equal sign, and then April, and then total revenue. So focus lang tayo dito sa figure na total revenue hanggang matapos natin May, June, hanggang December. Ayan. So that yung total kasi yung kailangan for the our annual income tax return. So ito, tapusin muna natin and then ayan, magical na natin na natapos na. Ayan, so natapos na natin na January, February, March hanggang December. So yung total natin na sales is 486,665.15. And ayan nga, yung computation is may allowable reduction tayo na 250,000. So yung taxable income natin, the quick computation lang natin ng income tax due. Yung taxable income natin is 236,665 and then multiplied by the 8%. So ganun lang kadali pag 8% kayo. So our income tax due natin is 18,933.21. But yung na-mention nga natin kanina is may CWT tayo or the 2307 or the creditable withholding tax. So, pwede natin yung i-minus ating income tax due. So, yung next natin is the 2307. Ayan, i-download nyo yung 2307 ninyo from the seller center ni TikTok. And then, yung gagawin natin is summarize natin per quarter naman yon. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, ayan hanggang fourth quarter. So, ito, i-open natin yung ating mga 2307. So, ayan, na-open na natin yung ating 2307 or 2307. Ayan, PAR form. This is for the CWT again, creditable withholding tax. And yung figure na kailangan natin dito is, itong, kita nyo dito, is the tax withheld for the quarter. So, this is for the first quarter. Ayan, nakalagay dito first month, second month, third month, and yung total. And then, that is ito yung basis nila in computing your withholding tax. So, yung iba dyan, yung iba nating sellers is nalilito. Ito ba yung sales figure na ilalagay nila? No, this is not the sales figure because yung basis nito is the gross remittance nila. So, nakadeduct na dito yung mga platform fees actually. So, hindi ito yung ating sales data. Yung sales data natin is yung pinakita natin kanina. So, yung figure na kailangan natin dito, I mean, yung figure na that we need from 2307, I mean, is itong tax withheld for the quarter. So, dito yung titingnan nyo. That is for 420.57. So, this is for the first quarter. Kita nyo naman, January 1 hanggang March 31. So, that is the first quarter. So, again, balik kayo dun sa ating Excel. Kailangan natin i-input tong 420.57. So, dito sa quarter 1, 420.57 yung ilalagay nyo, CWT. Ayan. And then, second quarter, ganun din. Ayan, 610.25. 0.25. 95 pala. 95. And then, third quarter, ayan. So, ganun lang kadali. You just have to get yung figure na tax withheld for the quarter. I-check nyo lang ito yung dates for period July hanggang September. That is for the third quarter. So, the amount is 523.26. 523.26. And then, for the fourth quarter, ayan, open ulit natin. Again, that is from October hanggang December. So, the amount is 601.74. 601.74. So, ayan, may data na tayo for the CWT. So, yung next naman natin is yung payment because this is important then so that we will know kung magkano na lang yung we need to pay pa natin for the income, for the annual, I mean, annual ITR. So, Yung payment ninyo, i-check nyo kung ano yung ginamit nyo for payment. If you in my case, MyEG yung gamit ko. Or Maya, pwede din Maya yung gamitin nyo. So, in our example is may payment tayo ng third quarter. So, ilalagay lang natin yung figure dito. So, payment for the third quarter, ayan, I used the MyEG and we paid itong 6,515. So, yan yung ilalagay natin na amount. 6,515. So, yan yung ating payment for the third quarter. So, ayan. I think we are done. So, ito yung complete natin na nagawa na Excel or the sales summary. Ayan, yung sales lang kailangan natin and the 2307. And of course, if may mga payment kayo, you will need to input that. And then, so sa tax due, ayan, pakita ko lang sa inyo. Sa tax due is, ima-minus kasi itong ating ano, ima-minus itong 2307 and the payment for the previous quarters. So ito, ayan, isum natin. So yung yung amount na from our income tax due that we need to pay in cash for this for the April 15 deadline is 10,261.69, but we will find out if i-fill out na natin yung EBIR form if tama ba yung ginawa natin na computation. So ito, i-open nyo na yung EBIR form and then i-select nyo 1701A yung gagamitin natin because we are availing of the 8%. Ayan, so open na ninyo yung ating EBIR form. Yung latest na EBIR form is 7.9.5. And then, i-input nyo yung TIN ninyo dito. And then, automatically lalabas na ito if ever this is your second time of using itong EBIR form. If hindi naman, you just fill out yung details dito using your certificate of registration. Yung inyong TIN, and then RDO code, yung name nyo, registered address, zip code, and the email address. So, important yung email address because dito i-email yung ating tax return receipt confirmation. So, ito, select na natin list of BIR form. So, piliin natin 1701A. 1701A, ito yung pipiliin natin. If ever nag 8% kayo or optional standard deduction, you can use the 1701A. Mas madali itong fill outan. So, ito, click nyo. And then, click nyo itong fill up. And then, okay. And then, so dito tayo, let's start na. I-zoom ko lang. So for the year, this is December. Yung iba nalilito dito. We are still filing for the 2025, yung annual income tax return natin. And then number 2, amend the return, no. Short period return, no. And then check nyo lang yung mga details dito kung ano yung mga hindi pa naka-blank pa. So 10, ayan, may nakalagay na RDO code, taxpayer type. So in our example, we are TikTok shop seller. So, dito tayo sa single proprietor. And then, alphanumeric tax code. Ayan, we are availing of the 8%. So, dito tayo sa business income na 8% income tax rate. I-click ninyo. Ayan. And then, by the way pala, if ano yung in-avail nyo dun sa 1701, yung sa quarterly ninyo, hindi nyo na pwedeng palitan yon. If nag 8% kayo nun, 8% na kayo dito. If ano kayo, optional standard deduction kayo dito, and then graduated income tax rate din yung inyong annual income tax return. So, hindi nyo pwedeng palitan yung napili nyo na sa first quarter ninyo. So, again, let's proceed. So, taxpayer's name, ayan, nakalagay na. And then the registered address. And then the zip code, ayan na. And then dito tayo sa date of birth. So, follow nyo lang month and then the day and the year. And then sa email address, ayan, naka-indicate naman dyan. Citizenship tayo. We are Filipino. And then number 13, claiming foreign tax credit, that is no. So, in most cases, no naman yan. 14, ayan, leave it blank lang. And then the contact number, nakalagay dyan. And then civil status, piliin nyo, single kayo or married. Ayan, single. And then if married naman kayo, ayan, spouse has income, yes or no. And filing status, if ever joint filing kayo or separate filing. So, in our case, ayan, single. So, hindi natin to kailangan pilian ng ating option. And then, number 19, ayan, automatic na siya nagpili for us. 8% kasi yung pinili natin na ATC sa taas. So, 8% din yan. And then, let's proceed. Dito sa part 2, wala pa yung total tax payable because we need to fill out dun sa page 2. yung ating sales data. So, ayan, click natin yung next button for the page 2. And then, hanapin natin yung 8%. So, ayan, this is for the graduated income tax rate, availing ng optional standard deduction. And then, dito tayo sa 4B for the 8% income tax rate. So, ayan. So, let's start the sales data natin, this sales receipts and fees. By the way, yung decimal point dito is hindi na natin kailangan ilagay. So kung 0.49 pababa, so i-drop down nyo na yung decimal point. Kung 50 centavos naman pataas, ayan, i-round up ninyo yung figure to the nearest whole number. So ito, let's proceed sales natin. Check natin yung ating Excel data. So yung total sales natin for the year 2025. So ito 'yon, 486,665. So again, i-drop down na yung decimal point because this is 0.49 pababa. So 486,665 yung ilalagay natin. 486,665, that is our sales. And then sales returns, allowances, and discount, zero na yan because na-net na natin yung actually yung 486,665. Ito na yung net, actually, net sales natin. So, zero na yung ilalagay natin for the sales returns, allowances, and discount. So, that would give us itong net sales. Same then, 486,665. Other non-operating income, ayan, if you have other income na not related sa inyong business, like nagbenta kayo, garage sale, if wala naman, in most cases, zero lang naman yan, wala tayong other non-operating income. And then zero din tong 51. So total non-operating income natin is zero. So yung total taxable income natin is just the 486,665, yung sales natin. And then less, ito yung na-mention natin, allowable reduction from gross sales receipts. Ayan, of purely self-employed individuals or professionals. So if mixed income earner kayo, ibig sabihin, may business kayo and at the same time you're employed, wala na tayong less na 250,000 dito. But in our example, ayan, may ano tayo, pure business tayo, doing business, we are selling sa TikTok, and hindi naman tayo employed, so we can get the benefit of the 250,000. So that would give us itong taxable income na 236,665. Ayan, and then yung tax due niyan actually is just the 8% niyan, and that would give us ito, 18,933. Yan yung tax due natin. But yung sa next natin is ilalagay pa natin yung mga payments natin and our CWT or the 2307. So let's proceed with the tax credits and the payments. So prior years excess credits, ayan, if ano kayo before, in yung 2024 ninyo, if ever may excess credits kayo, ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung, for example, mas malaki yung na-withhold na tax sa inyo or may overpayment kayo, ayan, pwede nyo i-claim yan as excess credits. So, in our example, wala tayong excess credits. Ayan, so zero lang yan. And then, tax payments natin for the first 3 quarters. So, again, kaya nga kailangan natin i-save yung ating mga proof of payment so that may figure tayong ilalagay dito. So, check natin yung ating Excel file. So, ito yung payment natin actually is the 6,515. Nung third quarter, may tax due na tayo and we paid itong 6,515. So, ito yung figure na ilalagay natin, 6,515. 6,515 payment natin. Previous quarter sa first, second, and the third. And then, number 59 natin is yung CWT or the 2307 for the first 3 quarters. So, i-add natin yung first, second, and the third. You can actually get yung figure din ito sa ating finalong third quarter. But mas maigi talaga na yung based dun sa 2307 na file natin, yun yung gagawin natin na basis, yung isa-summarize natin yun. So, for the first 3 quarters yung hanap na ito. So, balik tayo sa ating Excel file. So, ito yung CWT 2307 natin ng first quarter. Ayan. And then the second quarter. And then the third quarter. So, yung total ng tatlo yan, first 3 quarters kayong hinahanap is, kita nyo, 1,554.78. So, i-round up natin. So, the figure is 1,555. So, 1,555. And then, for our fourth quarter naman, so balik tayo sa Excel. Fourth quarter natin is 601.74. Again, i-round up natin. That is 602. 602. And then, tax paid in return previously filed, kung amended return to, so hindi to amended return, so zero lang yan. Foreign tax credits, zero lang din yan. Other tax credits or payments, again, in most cases, zero din yan. So, our total tax credits and payments is 8,672. So, ito yung previous payment natin and our 2307. So, yan yung ima-minus natin sa tax due. Ayan, 18,933. And i-less natin tong payment and the credits na 8,672. So, yung net taxable or payment natin is 10,261. So, i-check natin yung ating computation kanina if tama ba. So, ito yung na-compute natin is income tax payable, 10,261.69. So, rounding difference lang yan. So, we got the correct figure sa ating computation. So, ayan. So, I think we are complete na with our data. Check natin sa previous page. So, kita nyo may figures na nakalagay dito. Income tax due natin is 18,933. Less total tax credits or payments na 8,672. Tax payable natin is 10,261. So, ito, number 23, if you're availing yung installment. In most cases naman, zero lang yan. And then, amount of tax required to be paid upon filing. So, ito, zero din yan, surcharge, interest, and compromise because we are still within the allowable period to file. Hindi pa tayo beyond the deadline. So, wala pa tayong surcharge, interest, and the compromise. So, total penalties natin is zero. Ayan, total amount payable natin is 10,261. So, number 30, the aggregate amount payable is still 10,261. So, yan yung ating income tax payable pa. And then, dito naman sa baba, if ever may overpayment kayo na banggit natin kanina, you can click itong to be carried over as a tax credit for the next year or the next quarter. So, in our example, wala naman tayong overpayment. So, we don't need to select that. And then, next is, I think we are done. So, check natin. Check natin if wala na ba tayong na-miss out na mga details. Ayan. So next natin na button is ito, validate. Subukan natin if tama ba yan. Validation successful. Click on edit if you wish to modify your entry. So, okay. And then click yung save. Ayan. And then print nyo na din so that you will have a copy of yung na-file or yung final ninyo na file na return. Ayan. Click, you can print it PDF copies. And then dito na tayo sa submit final copy. Ayan, please ensure that you have the internet access. Pag mahina kasi yung internet, may tendency na unsuccessful yung ating pag-submit. Are you sure you want to submit? Click nyo OK. And then dito na tayo sa TOSA or the EBR form, Terms of Service Agreement. So, ito, click nyo lang yung button na OK. So, after nito, dalawang scenario lang yung pwede that would happen. Yung first scenario is if ever unsuccessful yung pag-submit ninyo, you just have to go balik yung process nyo na i-submit ninyo and then okay nyo lang yung mga terms. Ito. And then until such time na lalagay doon na may magpa-prompt na submit successfully. So, ibig sabihin na submit na natin yung inyong 1701A or your annual income tax return. And at the same time, mag-email din naman yan sa inyo na may income tax return receipt confirmation kayo na nasubmit na ninyo successfully yung inyong 1701A. So, after nito, kailangan nyo, you need to pay naman. So, you can pay online din naman. You can use MyEG or Maya. So, in my case, I use MyEG. So, may video example din tayo on how you can use the MyEG. So, ayan. So, yun lang ating video for today. We just talked about yung sa ating mga TikTok shop sellers dyan, how you can file your 1701 or the annual income tax return using the 1701A and those availing of the 8%. And yun. So, tapos na tayo. If ever may mga tanong pa kayo, just comment down below. So, in our next videos, magsasample naman tayo Shopee, Lazada, ayan. And the other tax regime na pwede tayo mag-optional standard deduction or the itemized deduction. So, ayan. You can download pala our mga free templates natin, www.pinoyaccountant.com/download. And if you would want to support our channel, you can go to www.pinoyaccountant.com/donate. So, again, super thank you sa mga nag-support sa ating channel, sa mga nag-like, sa mga nag-comment, sa mga nag-share, and sa mga nag-subscribe. Super thank you po sa inyo. And yun lang ating video for today. And I'll see you in our next videos.